here a few weeks back and I filmed. There was a crane on this plot of land unloading some trucks, and I looked at what I actually found out. They're actually decorative beams for this project here, which is the Little Nashville Hotel. So yeah, they're decorative. It's decorative timber, architectural featured beams, laminated beams of some sort. So yeah, they all came in on trucks. After I filmed, and a bit later in that day, I seen another truck and I seen a bit of the load uncovered, and they're actually decorative beams for this project. So I'm not too sure where in that project they are. They might be something in the lobby or something. I don't know. But I'm assuming that this project and the one that's across the road are almost topped out, unless they add a few more segments to the cranes. But I'm not too sure if they will or not, or whether that's the height. Not much has changed on these two sites since I was here last that you could actually notice. It's just that maybe the height's gotten a little bit taller in the buildings, but I don't know if the scaffolding's gone up more, or I can't quite remember. But there's not much big changes. So yeah, I'm just looking at this crane over here. It's going to swing around. They get pretty close together, don't they? Obviously that's not long enough to hit the other crane, but I'm not too sure what the clearance would be, but it's done it plenty of times, so it's just swinging around. It's a bit hard to see the distance from here, but they do look pretty close, but there is a bit of different distance between them. I was telling someone last time that if they spin around too much, they actually unscrew. That would be funny. So yeah, a bit sad at the moment in Newcastle for cranes. There's I think there's two here. There's one on the site of the East End development, and then there's another one of another site in Watt Street, I think. I think there's about 3 or 4 over at Charlestown. There's 3 in Broadmeadow. There's 2 on the John Hunter Hospital project. I think there's another one over at Waratah. There's one in Maitland. I don't know about Port Stephens. I think there was one in Nelson Bay, but I did find out that it might have been pulled down. But I'm not sure whether another one will go back up, because the site was kind of abandoned, I guess you could say. They started to work on it and they put a crane up, and then that was as far as they got. I think there was an issue with the council and the developer or something, so I think they've re-lodged another DA and it got rejected, so I think they've pulled the crane down on it. So yeah, and I'm not too sure where there are any others in the suburbs, but there are. I did know that I was told that there was I think there's about 3 in Charlestown at the moment. There's another big project going in Charlestown going up. It'll be the tallest building in that suburb. I think it's going to be I think it's 20 stories, I think, or 15. Might be 15. I'm not too sure. So there are a few decent ones going down there. That'll be a future spot for high-rise development down at Charlestown. And yeah, I'm not sure what the project in Maitland is, but I did get a photo. I did go up there a few months back and I've seen it. I haven't had a chance to go to Port Stephens to Nelson Bay yet. I was going to go over and have a look at that one over there, but I haven't really pulled my finger out to do it yet and stuff. So and I'm pretty certain there's 2 at the John Hunter Hospital site. I know there's one, and then I think another one went up just recently. So the future in here, there'll be one on the project near the Newcastle interchange. There'll be one going up pretty soon, the Bowline. And then there's another one, the Swift project, that will have a crane going up on it soon, I'm pretty certain. The one apartments, I'm not too sure which, I think it's just over there somewhere in behind those buildings. I'm not too sure when that crane's going up. I don't know whether there'll be one or two on that site, because it is a twin tower project, that one. Dairy Farmers Towers, I'm not too sure when that's going up. The cranes are going on that one, but I think there might be two going on that one. The store residence at the Newcastle, I'm going to change. That will most likely have two, but I think that's a stage development now. It's been delayed, that one. I was reading about a week ago. That project is going to actually be delayed till the later part of this year. I think it'll start, and I think that's the eastern tower will start first. So one of the towers will start first, and then I think they were saying that the second tower on the project will actually start 6 months later. So they will probably both most likely go up together, but one will just be going up first, or start first. By about 6 months we'll get a head start. I'll see if I can find that link, but I might not be able to, because it's behind a paywall. Most people can't access them. I have a way around the paywalls on some of the news sites, but they do patch them, so you can't do it. Well, that's enough of a rant on this site. And yeah, so I'm not too... And there might be some other projects that'll be happening pretty soon that I don't know of, that'll have cranes going up, but yeah, Gosford seems to have a lot, have more in its actual CBD at the moment. So I think there's another one went up last week on the Rumballara residence site. So that's two on that project. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't count them at the moment. There's probably about 10 in that vicinity, or it might be only 8 or 9. Sorry. Yeah, on the western side of the railway line, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the eastern side, there's 1, 2. I think there might be 3 over in North Gosford, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4, 5 or so. I'm not sure. I'll get a rough count and I'll put a link. I'll just do it in a Gosford update in the next week or so. I am going to be going back down there. I'm not too sure when, but very soon I'll have another update of Gosford. So anyway, that's enough of all that. I'll finish this video here.